Thanks for joining me. We're off adventuring down into the Forest of Dean. Let's get you orientated. This is where we're heading today. There's Gloucester, there's the River Severn, and there's Parkend. And we're going down there looking for an old marshalling yard. Using our rail maps online then, this shows you the layout of the marshalling yard. Starts quite a way up there and then comes all the way down here. Here's our old friend side by side maps then. We'll concentrate on the left hand map. It shows it from where it starts right up here all the way down and through, and that's the area we're going to concentrate in. Now there's a tank here, look. Now although the tank's not going to be there, it must have needed substantial foundations, so that might be possible. This is the only photograph I could find which shows the marshalling yard as was. Busy looking place. Let's go see what it's about. Right, a noisy walk from the trailhead then. There's our entrance to the forest then. But before we go diving off down there, I just want to go up the road a little bit, looking for objective 1, a tank. Well, according to my calculations, that's the site of it. And first glance doesn't look very promising. Let's go have a grub about. Well, tank site of. And we have a little bit of trouble locating the railway here. The cycle path you see just down there could be on it. Part of today's mission. So I'm going to say no sign of a tank down there. Water tank, I'm imagining. Or a site of. So there's something over here I have spotted though. Don't know if you can see it. There's a depression in the ground there. And a couple of dressed stone bricks. Well now, what about that then? Ooh, a straining post made out of Mr. Brunel's broad gauge rail. Probably means that the Great Western had something to do with it. Look at all those wire strainers on there. Wow. Where's the bloke that put those in, I wonder? Possibly no longer with us, I fancy. Wonderful. So well, it's a good start, isn't it? I was looking down the track there. Another piece of garden art. What I was with my wife, I think. Just below the straining post there, we've got a wall here in the middle of nowhere. Must be the railway then. Also a large stone block. On the map it says milestone. I wonder if that's the one then. I'm pretty sure I can make out 1780 something there. If you look carefully, there's the 7. Next to it's the 8. Can't read what's either side. Perhaps it's just 78 then. Well, we'll take the cycle shortcut then, rather than fight our way back out to the road. Oh, nice copper celandines. Right, we'll walk back to what was the marshalling yard, although this whole area I think was used for marshalling of the various trains. And the reason they did it was to get up Fetters Hill. Very steep, done a film on that. They couldn't take their loaded trains up it in one go, they had to split them down here, take them up in bits and pieces. And this is where they did the splitting up. Now I'm not sure if this what we're on is the rail, or if it's over to our right. Hopefully when we go a bit farther we can try and work it out. Looking for clues, evidence. All the posts on this side are all modern things. I'm still falling down. There's 100-year-old posts here which are still standing up. The area we're in now starts to widen out. There's the marshalling yard. They couldn't expand that way very far because of the brook. If you look down into the brook, there's a great lump of dressed stone with a bolt in it. Some mysterious railway feature. We'll wander down here in amongst the forest produce. That's very good advice. You start these things rolling, you'll be in trouble. I suspect they've obliterated any possible sleeper indentations that there might have been here at one time. Now left. End of the log piles, and you get a sense of the width of the place. It's probably the maximum width, I would think. And beyond the log piles, you can see that's about the boundary, the southern boundary of the marshalling yard. The rails here go either side of that pile of trees, stand of trees. One to Parkend, one to Fetters Hill. Where the area has been cleared and the soil pushed up there, you'd expect to find something, wouldn't you? An old rail chair, a tie or something. But so far, apart from one or two dressed stones that could be anything, it's looking a bit barren. In fact, that's the best I can do. May or may not have been a sleeper. An old battery pack by the looks of it. Piece of dressed stone with wire reinforcement. Scraping the barrel a bit here, guys. So what we're going to do, wander up this line till we get to the main road, and then we're going to look for the bridge. There's a road bridge over the railway. Now I'm pretty sure it's been filled in, but at least we should be able to find the site of it with any sort of luck, and that will give us another alignment. Then we have to decide, is this the main route or is the other one? So we'll tramp on a bit. Before we do, we'll just take a quick look behind us. There's a marshalling yard on your left, and the cycle path here now follows the route of the line up Fetters Hill to Coleford, and we'll be seeing down there a little bit later on. Called Coleford Junction, although Coleford is miles away. Well, off to the side again. What do you think? Bit of fly tipping. The thing is, our water tank is around here somewhere, or was. We're now down on track level, of course. Then there's that, but that's almost certainly a modern day one. And a load more bits and pieces here. It doesn't help that we don't know the construction really of the what the tank was standing on. Remains of a sleeper amongst all the rubbish, and a big old lump of wood there. Looks railway, but then we know this is railway. We're looking for a specific item. I fancy that's the best we're going to do. We never expected to find the water tank, but the foundations for something that heavy must have been quite substantial. That's what we were looking for, and that's the best we can come up with. And on we go again. There is what looks like a weir down there. There's a great lump of concrete down there. Could be anything. post down there by the stream. A few odd lumps of masonry around. Could still be anything, I guess, although I can't think why that post is there. Off to our left again, and there's a sleeper there, look, that looks as if it's caught in a landslide. Sliding downhill in an upright position. Good trick if you can do it. We're rising slightly, I would think making for the road. Certainly hear it. Up there somewhere. Just scanning around, and this time off to the right hand side. We've got that. Frustrating, isn't it? All manner of lumps and bumps and things here, so you can interpret any way you like, I guess. One last peer into the valley on our left before we hit the main road. All very pretty. When this gets released, somebody's sure to say, oh, if you'd walked another 2 paces, you'd have found it. Or if you'd looked just to your left there, not your right, it was there all the time. The road crossing then. Well, I'm actually going to cross the road, I think, and see if I can't pick up the road alignment coming down from the north. Looking down there, I can actually see the parapet of the bridge. Perhaps it is still there. Right, pick up the old alignment. The track that we're on doesn't line up with the bridge, so you have to think that over there is the track. We're looking at it, that might just be for the stream. Oh. New info. Thank you.
Thank you, I like that little jog.
Yeah, good, eh? Well, that's a disappointment. What I took to be the rail bridge is actually for the River Lyd. Quite a lot of dressed stone in the river. Possibly where they've done away with the railway bridge. And a little way upstream, a sluice of some sort. This, the River Lyd, is the one that we see at Cannock Ponds. And apparently it has been made in a decent channel to provide power for the stone and ironworks in Parkend. Oh well, onward then. Right, back out on the track, and that's going north. We're going the other way, and we're going to stick to the plan, which is to find the railway the other side of the water, the River Lyd. See what we can do. This obviously is the railway, mind you, as this line of old posts will testify, just off to the side of the cycle track. Oh well, there you are, that's an illusion shattered. I've always thought that was a rail bridge. Now it turns out it's not. For the river. How many years ago was that piece of wire attached to this sleeper? And by whom? And while we're grovelling around, look, some firebox cinder here. Is that thrown out the engine, waiting to cross the road? Or was it used for embankment work? Right, I expect you're losing your orientation here because I'm swinging around a bit. We're heading that way, following the line of the posts onto the path. Okay, so over the first bridge, and we're heading this way, cautiously. To here, which is the alignment I thought might have been the railway. which it couldn't have been. Now we've come and had a look because of the River Lyd. Then without actually coming and looking, you see, easy to get fooled. Oh, this is me. The River Lyd's down there in the bottom of the valley on our left. And over here, glorious, wonderful Forest of Dean. Old stone quarry here. I wonder if the railway used this for their construction. A few terrifying bike jumps down there by the looks. Starting up there and, well, falling, you'd think, to there. Crikey. We'll regain the track and carry on. This has just turned into a ramble now, this section, because we're off the railway. The marshalling yard then is on our left, over the other side of the River Lyd. Might just make it out through the trees, somewhere through there. We're now coming to the end of this pleasant little track. Very nice. And we'll be going back to railway shortly. So that's the Fetters Hill alignment. We're just going to join that by the side of this magnificent post. So what we've been walking on must have been a pathway from yonks ago, and that probably was a gate guarding the railway. We'll wander up here a little bit. I think up there on the side are some old sets, I think. Yeah, tramway sets, look. Good old boats just down here. Poking up out of everywhere, if you've got the eye for it. No, the next one's a stone. Back to the marshalling yard then. And we're going to turn right and follow the rails down towards Parkend. Off down here then. On the rail alignment, there were sidings all round here. So, which was the main track is hard to decipher, but I think we're on it. Of old fence posts, and what on earth that might or might not have been. It's got a smooth piece on it there. Is that a tile? Onward. The main road then, and over there should be the continuation of the railway. The piece there lines up, but it goes steeply uphill, and that's got kind of railway fencing on. I'm going to put my money on. Actually, from here that looks a bit more promising. Let's just take a look at the other one. Well, pays your money, takes your pick. This is nearer to the road. Give this a shot. These two tracks are only separated by a hedge. So a retaining wall in there, that could be for either. We're on a railway style embankment here, with wooden fencing down there if you can see through the undergrowth. But then on the other side there's an embankment up there as well, and there were branch lines, so are we on the main line or the branch line? That's the question. I think we'll carry on. A few bits of sleeper here and fence post by the side of the track, and leading at a casual angle. Onward then. Well, they've had to work hard for this. Cut into the bank there. Crikey me, that's a lot of work. We're on down there. Lovely old higgledy-piggledy fencing alongside the houses. And then here, and I nearly walked straight past it, got the railway. Amazing. Unfortunately I can't find a date on the chair, but they're certainly old design. Right, here we go. Is that London and Midlands South and Southern Railway? And a date there, 6th month 35. That's good. The old fish plate there as well. Hey, what a wonderful find. I wasn't expecting that. Wow. I think we're running out of options on this path, to be honest. See how Robin's followed us down here, right. So we run out of options on this path, so now I think we have to cross the rail. Stop, look, listen. Not much better, but just about passable. Okay. Join you at the other end. This now joins onto the Dean Forest Railway. Which is all very good, but I'm wondering if I can get out the other end. Well, I should cut my losses and go back. I think I'll go a little bit farther and take a look. Journey's end. Well, for us anyway. A close-up of the workings. All well oiled. Well, I've yet to do the Dean Forest Railway. Pretty pardon me, really. Hang around and we'll get there. Right, well that's me done. If you enjoyed it, there's plenty more on my channel, the old Parkinsons walks. And maybe I'll catch you on the next one.